Collectors and rule searchers are still getting the 1982 and 1983 Lincoln cent values messed up. So what are they worth? Which ones are worth the money? We're going to talk about that in this video, so stay tuned. Here's my website, portsmouthcoinshop.com. I have a lot of graded coins up. I'm accepting offers, fair offers, that is. Also have some 90% that we purchased yesterday, and I have up some rolls of Kennedy halves. Not very many, and we still have some of the Silver Eagles. So check out portsmouthcoinshop.com. If you've been looking for a software to actually inventory your collection, mintstate.com is perfect for that. We're actually taking suggestions on how to make it even better. We've added more features. You can see that you can upload an image, verse and obverse, the cost and the value, certification, if it's a variety, the grade, and the mint and the year. So if you get a chance, check out mintstate.com. Also, this website will allow you in the future, near future, to grade your coins. The only thing that's slowing down the process is funding. We need more funding to pay developers so that we can move this along quicker. So I'll have a donation, PayPal donation button down in the description. So if you want to donate to mintstate.com, it's very much appreciated. Okay, I'm still getting the calls, still getting the emails, still getting the messages, and it's about the 1982D and 1983 Lincoln cents, and everyone thinks they have the bronze or the copper, or they think they have the small date, or they don't know what the difference is. They don't know what it is. They just watch the video and think the 82D or the 82 no mint mark or the 83 with a D is worth a bunch of money. Well, let's get rid of that confusion. First off, let's start with 1982. 1982 are known for a large date and a small date, with a D and without a D. And that year they struck coins on a copper planchet, which weighed 3.1 grams, and on a 2.5 gram planchet that was zinc copper plated. Okay, so you'll get both. If you weigh your 82s, you'll get 3.1 and you'll also get 2.5 because they split the mintage that way. None are more rare than the other, with one exception, one single exception. The 1982D with a small date was the only one that was only supposed to be on a zinc copper plated planchet, and it's supposed to weigh 2.5 grams. That's the only one, is the 1982D with a small date. What happened is a couple so far, and that's it, of the copper planchets were struck with that die, with the small date D at Denver, and they've been found. So they're worth a few $1,000s, okay? But that's the only one. Now, and then moving on to 1983. The 1983 83D or no mint mark is not worth hardly anything. It's worth a cent, 2 cents, you know, whatever someone might pay for a BU if you get on eBay. But if you can find one that's on a copper planchet, in other words, bronze, copper, whatever you want to say, it doesn't matter. It has to weigh 2.9 to 3.1 grams. Okay, now, something that's important about that is you need to buy a set of scales that weigh grams. That way, it's not rounding up and you're putting a coin on there thinking you've got the copper, bronze planchet, whatever, and it's not. So I'll show you some scales here and some other information about these two 1982 and 1983 Lincoln cents. Okay, here's a jeweler's scale. That's what I type in an eBay search and buy one of these scales. You want a scale that weighs grams, and it's always good to have one that weighs in the penny weights and the grams and the ounces and all that. That's the best ones to get. I think the one that I had, the smaller one at one time, I paid 20 bucks for it. So you can get one for $10, $20. So come over to eBay and buy one of those. And then the other thing is buy you a red book. Okay, I mean the 2021, and we have them on our website too right now. I think I still have 4 left. You want a price guide so that you can look up the value of your coins instead of watching a video and thinking you have this huge home run in your pocket. Right here, here's the red books. It tells you the values. The other thing that you need to do is to go over, if you don't have a red book and you're watching this video, go over to PCGS Price Guide. Now these prices here are for graded coins, but it will give you an idea of what's worth what. Now, they don't have on here anything listed for the rare transitional errors, basically the incorrect planchet or whatever. But they have the values for 1983 and 1982 Lincoln cents, and it tells you which ones. You've got the zinc large and the zinc small, just like I told you. You do have a double die to look for in 1982. 1983, you have an reverse die damage and reverse cut, and you also have a double die reverse, okay? So there are some valuable coins to look for, but unless you're 1982 or 83, grade 68 or up, it's not worth a bunch of money. I have people ask me, I have a 1983 D cent. I heard it's worth a lot of money. It's not. But you go to a price guide. I mean, I know people watch the videos and they either overlook the fact that it's graded 68 or it's in a PCS holder, or you're missing some type of information. And the reason I do these videos is to try to get into the right algorithm at YouTube so that this goes viral enough so thousands of people see this video and understand that the 1982 and 1983 cents in and of themselves are not worth that much. They have to have something special. They have to be a double die, or they have to be on a 3.1 planchet if you're a 2.9 to 3.1 planchet if they're an 83. If it's an 82D small date only, on a copper planchet weighing 2.9 to 3.1 grams. Those are the only ones. And I've done several videos on them. Please search my videos to look that up. People are just still getting this confused, but price guides will solve that problem. You can even go to eBay, and I have this one person asked me about a 1983D Lincoln cent, and we're going to type in BU, okay, because we're going to look at the highest ones here, the highest graded, the nicest looking coins. And we're going to go down to sold auctions. We don't want to see what people are trying to sell them for. See, look, here's a whole roll of 50. There's 50 in this roll, sold for $8.50 for the whole entire roll. The reason that roll went for that much is people want to go through unsearched rolls trying to find that bronze planchet, that 3.1 planchet. As you go down through here, you can see that's the reason why some of these sell for more, but really just the cent itself, you can buy it for under $1 or under $2 because it's not anything special. It's not even copper. I mean, it's on a zinc planchet, copper plated. People buy these, they put them in their albums. Same thing with 1982. I could do the same thing. And I know a lot of people really get it confused on the small date, large date, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. But here's what a 1982D small date, they're all on zinc planchets. Every one of these are on copper plated zinc planchets. All of your 82D small dates are, except for 2 of them so far that people have found that are on a copper planchet on accident. Okay, here is a 1982 small date. See how the 2 looks and the opening in the 8? When you're looking at a large date, it does not look like that, okay? And I'm going to show you, get a little bit closer as I zoom in as close as I can get. Hold your coin up to the screen, okay, and compare it. If this is damaged, forget it. You can still see it in the 8 though, if your 2's damaged. The 8 is smaller, and we'll take a look at the large date. And here's your large date. Do you see the opening of the 8 is larger? I mean, it's just larger. The 2 does not have the crook in it. It has a straighter shaft on it. And you can go back and forth and compare these. See the 2? See how the 8 is smaller in the 8 and you got the 2? So many people get this mixed up. Folks, I know some of you, may need money. I know some of you are maybe worried about the future, or you're just in this for the reason of making a lottery win or whatever. But you can't get ahead of yourself. You can't jump to conclusions and think you have this. You're going to get disappointed because you need to study this out, look up the facts, look at a price guide, look up auction sold values and things like that before you jump in and say, man, I got this 83D, and you're dreaming about how much you're going to get out of this coin. It just doesn't work that way. Make sure you learn the difference between a large date and a small date on a 1982. I just showed you the openings of the 8 are different, the 2's are different, and it is so obvious. Just hold your coin up to the screen, blow the images up, put this on a big screen, save an image from PCGS. You can save those images on your computer and open it up. You know, that's the best way of doing it. People can tell you all day long you have a large date, it's not a small date, but until you learn it, you're going to frustrate yourself. So you've got to do your research, and the images are online, are available for that. I've disappointed so many people. I cannot stand disappointing people. Okay, it really grates my ever-loving nerve disappointing people that walk in my door all the time thinking they have this expensive, valuable, rare 82 or 83 cent. You got to settle down, calm down, and look up the facts on your coin. It's so easy to do a search, not an Etsy search, not a Google search where you're going to see Etsy ads or Ponderosa ads or Wish app ads. Actually go to a sold item, okay, before you think you have anything big. Please do that. Do yourself a favor. It hurts to learn that you scratch off a ticket and it's a fake ticket. Okay, I hate that joke. I know people like that. They think it's funny. I don't. Okay, I'm not out to hurt anybody, but I'm going to tell you the truth about your coins. You're not going to like it. I mean, I hate that, but that's just the way it is. So anyways, thanks for watching my latest video. Please watch my video and share it. If you share any videos, share this video. Share my videos on the 82D and the 83. Tell people. If it's not graded high grade, if it's not a double die, and if it's not an actual transitional for the year it needs to be or the date and minute it needs to be, then it's not a valuable coin. So, with that, have a great day.